What's up, everyone? I'm Toby. This is Silver Fox Disc Golf coming at you. All right, here we are. We're back at Ralph Williamson. I have not been here in a minute, and I have not posted a video in a while either. Look, it's been a while for two reasons. One, it has been super cold in Seattle. It's 43 today, but look at that behind me. Do you see that? There's still ice on the pond. Oh my gosh. The good news about that is, it should skip right over if I throw it super bad. And two, I've been traveling with a little bit of work and busy, and I haven't gotten out as much as I like. In fact, I haven't thrown once this entire week. So here we are, and I'm excited for today. Let me tell you what we got. What's that? Oh, thanks for asking. Yeah, so I work for a tech company here in Seattle, and I support one of our larger partners, and they had a sales conference down in Southern California, so I was down there for that. What do you do for a living? So what do we have here? And more importantly, what are we gonna talk about today? So let me tell you what I love about disc golf. And really, there's two things. First, I love the cool people that I've met while I've been out here. You remember some of my stories while I've been playing, right? Like the Lost Sidewinder story from one of my very first videos. Well, check out this group of guys that I play with now. Look at this. This is super fun. And I met all of these guys through the sport of disc golf. I met Jonathan. He's the one that found the Sidewinder. Christian, I met him through our relationship with Bobby at Cool Daddy Disc Golf. And Mike, who I ran into out here and I play with all the time. You meet really cool people when you're playing, and that's not how I started. When I first started playing out here, I played by myself, a lot. Why do you ask? Well, look, when I was first starting, I don't know about you guys, it was not a pretty picture. And I had a little bit of that, oh, I don't know, what do you say, concern that I would look really bad in front of someone. I'm like, oh, I don't want to look as awful as I think I actually am. So I didn't play with a lot of folks until I started getting a little more comfortable with my game. And boy, am I glad I do now. The second thing I love about disc golf is that we all love discs. And I don't know about you, but I don't own every disc that's out there. So when you play with friends, guess what? They say, hey, you should try these discs out. And then all of a sudden, you got a stack of new discs to try. So we're out here at Ralph Williamson. I've got 7 loaned discs. We're gonna play 9 holes and see how they fly. All right, so let's check out the discs. First up, we've got the Innova Coyote. Should be a nice neutral mid-range. This fantastic gem is an Infinite Discs Chariot, which is a 5501, similar numbers to the MD3. So let's see how this one flies. Next up, the ugliest disc I've ever seen, both color and stamp. We've got a Burt Kreischer Buzz here. It's a 5.4 -11. I've got a Buzz, I've thrown it. I know how it flies, but let's see what this one does. This next disc I'm super excited about, the Castaplast CAC Z. It's a 6502, and I think it flies pretty stable. The DGA Pipeline is an 8502. I've never thrown a DGA disc, so this should be fun. Christian said the numbers lie on this one. Another Castaplast disc, the Lots, a 95 -12. He said the numbers also lie on this one. And last up, the Lone Star Curl. And I have no idea what the numbers on this are because it's got this awesome SeaTac Tree Smack stamp. Say that 5 times fast. I think it's an 11 speed. I've thrown it once and it flies pretty neutral. So let's check these guys out. Readers off first. All right, so let's give this Lots a try. Oh gosh, we're stiff. I flew home from SoCal last night. I got in bed at 1 a.m. Still not quite awake, not quite stretched out. Oh yeah. Wow, okay. Understable. All right, well, we landed kind of over here by the tee box for 4. There's the basket for 5. Let's toss this Coyote up there, see if we can get close. It's kind of past this little cement bench here, past that long tree there. Hole 2 is 216. I'm gonna throw a few of these, but we're gonna start with the Chariot. Normally I throw a hex here. 5501's pretty close, right? Let's try this Buzz. Coyote. Chariot was the best of that bunch, leaving me with a big old circle 2 putt. Hole 3, and I've been thinking about this hole a lot. All right, here we are at hole 3, and I've been wondering, is this disc gonna be the perfect disc for hole 3? As you know, it's about 258 down the tunnel here, out to the left. I think this Cat Z is gonna be the perfect disc for the distance and the shot shape, so let's check it out. Didn't quite get through, a little more flip up than I thought, but let's get this Coyote close to the basket. This is a great shot for me in the cove. There's a couple of trees standing right here. Kind of came and got a little roll around them. But I have a putt, and you know, you guys know if you've watched, getting in the cove is number one. I don't do that a ton, and I don't often have a putt for my second shot. Let's see what happens. The mud is really weird over here. It's like frozen. Hole 5's 297 downhill. I need a basket somewhere right out there. It's hidden behind a tree. I have thrown a buzz with great success on this hole before. Like that kind of flip up, turn, and fade gently at the end. If I can get this out right down there towards the... If I can get this out right down there and have it turn a little bit and fade back in, it should be a good disc, so let's give it a shot. Okay, right on the water's edge. Basket's behind us. So I'm gonna set the camera here to catch the shot, but I can't get it behind unless I wanna put it in the water. No thanks. Going with this Coyote, it's like a super approach disc. Hole 6 is 409 out there behind the big green tree. My nemesis. Look, based on my throws on the past few holes, it's definitely a DGA pipeline here. I think this has got a little bit of turn, and then it'll just land kind of out in the flat rough. It'll land out in the flat grassy area for a great second shot, I hope. So we're gonna throw this, but I'm also gonna throw the lots in the curl after this just to see how they fly. We're not gonna throw the lots in the curl. That was perfect. Let's try to get close with the Coyote. That's a par on 6, my friends. That's a great job. By the way, this Coyote, like, I would not generally think 4-speed for approach shots. Holy cow, I am loving this disc. It flew super straight, so I didn't get much fade after it went around the tree, but that was a 20-foot putt, 18-foot. It was probably 9, but felt like 18. Hole 7 is 309 through the trees here. I think you might be able to see the basket right down here. This is a tough one. You got to get through the tight trees straight, and then a little bit of fade is nice. If you go too far, you're behind a big tree. You're behind a big tree way down the way. I think this is a Chariot for sure. Remember when I said one of the cool things about disc golf was meeting cool people and borrowing discs? Well, I just texted Christian to talk about this disc, the Chariot, and how much I like it. His response, it's yours if you want it. So next time you have a chance, give a disc to someone. It's pretty cool. Unfortunately, friends, that's OB. I hope you could see it on the video. The path is OB, and I let it go a little early and I went through the gap. I was trying to point at the basket through. This is the gap over here. I'm gonna try that buzz again. It is definitely way more stable than I think it is, so I'm gonna try to put it maybe on a slight bit of ante. Yeah, that was the shot. Me, when I see this beautiful shot with the buzz, me at my first shot that went OB. Oh, shit. Double bogey is super unfortunate, isn't it? OB and then missing that 28 footer. Hole 8's 348 into that little kind of cove up there. Feels like a great time to throw this curl. Let's try the lots. And for fun, let's throw this DGA pipeline again. Hole 9 is 243, but it's uphill. Lots of trees to deal with. Is a birdie possible to get me back to even? Yeah, that's happened a couple times. Is it gonna happen now? I don't know, but definitely gonna throw this pipeline up there. This has been a fun disc to throw today. I think this goes probably the straightest and has the best chance of getting up there, so let's see what happens. Flirting with that tree a little bit. This would be the miracle putt of putts. I mean, it's not impossible. There's definitely a bunch of branches up there. I'm gonna give it a run. Well, there you have it. 1 over with 7 lone discs. Thank you. Maybe 6 if I keep that chariot. Let's talk about each of the discs, and then, you know, just for fun, I'm gonna throw at the 10th hole basket there. It's like 250 feet downhill. So what did I think? The Coyote, wow, great approach disc. I was really enjoying it. I'm gonna throw it here. We'll see how it flies at this basket. Definitely recommend checking this disc out. This chariot's fun, and I think I'll like it at 5501. It seems like a disc that would be fun to throw. I'm gonna see how it throws here. I think it has a little bit of fade at the finish, so I'd call it maybe just over neutral, slightly stable, but I like it. It's a good looking disc for sure. So I need a few more throws with it though. Just no. Yeah, I didn't throw this much either. I threw it once on hole 3, pulled it a little bit, went through the trees, darn it. I'm gonna go back and play a couple more holes and try this a few more times. Yeah, this pipeline's a winner. Wonder if I can pry it out of Christian's hands. I didn't like it a lot. And finally, the curl. It's a fun disc. I don't know if I get 11 speed distance out of it, but I'll probably throw it a few more times. But look, today wasn't about finding new discs for my bag. It was about playing some lone discs and about reminding you and myself what I really love about this game, which is the people and the sharing of the joy. So if you get a chance, get out there, share some joy with somebody, give someone some new discs, take them out for their first round. I love it. And I owe all that to Zach. Thank you so much, Zach, for taking me out for my first round last April in Chapel Hill, North Carolina. So thanks everyone for tuning in. I'll finish it off with my throws here on hole 10. Thanks for watching the video. Like and subscribe if you want, and have a great day. Isn't that the irony of this whole sport? The disc I say no thanks to, I throw the best and literally thought that had a run.